Okay, good afternoon. I'm Daniel Brackenbury and I'm a PhD student working with the CSIC. Today I'm going to be introducing you to my project, which is looking to automate the visual inspection process for masonry arch bridges. So currently, the inspection process is undertaken predominantly via manual visual inspection. This involves sending an inspection engineer to site where they closely examine and record defects identified on the structure. This process is found to be subjective and is also costly and dangerous due to the need to send an engineer to site. So an existing automated process exists which requires a road rail vehicle as seen on the left. This is called Defect, and it works by comparing measurements of a structure taken from one measurement to the next, therefore detecting changes rather than directly detecting damage. So I aim to create a process to directly detect damage in the data, and it will use both geometry data and image data. From the image data, I aim to detect the damage, and then using the geometry data, locate that on the structure to determine the severity of the damage detected. So to do this, I've collected data from several viaducts around the Cambridge area. At each viaduct I've taken both image data and geometry data from laser scanning. And this data will be used, is being used to both train and test algorithms created. Brick data is found to be quite noisy inherently due to the grout line pattern. So the methodology developed looks to firstly detect grout lines and then detect individual bricks in the wall, and from that detect damage on each brick individually. So the process of detecting grout line is using an edge detection to detect horizontal and vertical lines in the image, and then plotting grout lines between the detected lines, and then an edge pattern detection algorithm is then filling in the gaps. So the pattern filling algorithm means that on this section on the left, which shows a large stitched image of a complete section of a viaduct, that even where it's occluded by vegetation, it's been able to fill in the gaps. And this on the top right here, top left even, shows where it's an individual brick segmented out. So the results have been taken from testing it on that big picture of a viaduct. And it's varying the scale, the resolution of the image. It's found that on average the error in grout line position is about 1.5 millimeters, and reducing the scale it's found accurate. So the frame size has also been changed, tested, and this is the number of bricks included in the picture. So as can be seen, when we reduce the frame size, it's found that increases the accuracy for horizontal grout lines, and that's because they're not linear in nature. So crack detection has been done using edge detection, and this is the simplest process. So firstly, the edges are grouped by location and then by orientation of the groups to put them into groups by weighting. And then the strength of those groups is determined by the number of points, and they're thresholded to only keep some. And this is shown in green where the crack detection has been successful. There's also in red cases where it hasn't been successful, and that's due to noise or due to the grout line spacing not being constant. So this process has kind of gone some way to reducing the ambiguity of the current manual inspection process. And so in the future, the work plan would be to make the process more capable on more complex structures, and also to continue developing the accuracy of the algorithms. Thank you for listening.